real quick. Yeah, I think everything should be good. Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to start off by shiny hunting Sobble. Pokemon I've wanted a shiny of for a while, but I've never actually tried to do the Masuda method for it. So, there's some Sobble, but I don't have a sandwich going yet. Let me save here. And I might picnic reset for this one, I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. I kind of roll with the punches here. Alright, pretty sure I need cucumber for this sandwich. Alright. Where are we? Actually, we're gonna use any combo of herba. There we go. Yeah, hopefully I get lucky on this one, but I guess we'll find out, right? We'll see how today's hunt goes. I was playing a bit this morning, just grinding some resources. Yo, what is up, Curbs? Good to see you, buddy. And I found a shiny Matang, and I found a shiny Smeargle. Just chilling, which was pretty sick. Pretty happy about that. I actually caught the Matang in a Safari Ball, which was really cool. And Smeargle, I think I caught in a Friend Ball. Again, really cool. Alright. And here we go. Just back at it. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what's up, Dan? Good to see you. How's everything going today? Welcome. Alright, this should be our water boost. And yeah, I think this is probably the best area to hunt Sobble. Alright, cool. So Sobble should stick out. Has purple in it. So as long as we see one that has purple. Alright, I think that's solid. I'm just like being extra careful. Yo, what's up, Sir Fizzbun? How are you doing today? Alright, let's see. That one's kind of sideways. I don't think I see any over there. Yeah, it's kind of hard until they turn to tell. Yeah, it doesn't look like any shinies. Yeah, so where the normal one is yellow, the shiny is purple. Or pink. I think it might be a pink, actually. But it's definitely a different color. So, as long as we see a different fin, we'll know. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything so far. I could also run around, but I saw some guide saying that this is actually... This feels like a pretty solid spot. Like it force spawns the Sobble in. Because they don't spawn on land at all. Okay, I don't think I see one yet, no. Nope. You need a Bulbasaur. Are you looking for shiny Bulbasaur? Good luck if you're trying to get that one. Let's see. I had shiny Bulbasaur from other games. It would be cool to get like any shiny in this game. Always a chance to get a mark on it. Yeah, I don't see anything so far. So yesterday I did get a Litten shiny, which was really cool. I decided to hold off on doing all three of them. Just to get some variety. Also, they might have a community day soon in Pokemon Go. And I can just get my 2 other forms probably just easily by playing that day. Alright, yeah, no shiny. You need a Bulbasaur for raids? Wait, what do you mean? Are you trying to make a Venusaur for raids? Let's see. I don't see any shiny just yet. Let me picnic again. Yo, what's up, Alfie? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Yeah, so I'm hunting Sobble right now. Just doing some picnic resets. I don't know why that one looks weird. I think I'm just seeing things. Yeah, I don't see any. It's so funny because when we see it for the first time, I'm sure it's gonna look so obvious. But until I see the first one, I'm gonna like be second guessing. Okay, so you're trying to build a Venusaur for raids. That's kind of cool. Let's see. I mean, maybe someone in the chat can hook you up with a Bulbasaur if you don't have one. If someone's willing to trade you one. Yo, Mr. Joe, what is up, homie? Great to see you. How are you doing today, bud? The #1 mod. Alright. Where are we? I really like Sobble. I mean, Inteleon, maybe not like the best starter of Gen 8, but it was my starter. I always tend to pick water types, I've realized. I never thought of myself as a water trainer, but I've looked back at the history of what I've picked in each generation, and almost every generation I pick the water starter. It's kind of crazy. Like Gen 1 I picked Squirtle. I don't know why that one looks weird to me. Okay, it's not. Yeah, Gen 1 I picked Squirtle as my starter. I got Pokemon Blue. Gen 2 I picked Totodile. Gen 3 I picked Mudkip. Gen 4... Wait, what did I pick for Gen 4? Empoleon. Gen 5... I think I picked Emboar. That was like a random generation for me. Like, I don't think I really cared much for Samurott. Or like Oshawott. Tepig was like cool. I was like, ooh, it's a pig and it's fire. That's cool. I don't think at the time, even when I picked it, I really knew what its final evolution was. Gen 6, Froakie, of course. Gen 7. I think I actually picked Rowlet, actually, for that gen. I feel like I did. I don't remember. I have to look at my game, because I never even finished it. Gen 8, picked Sobble, and then Quaxley, Gen 9. So almost every generation I picked water type. There's like 2 that I did not. And just because I didn't really care for the water type of that gen. But I never realized this until just this year. Like I never thought about it, that I've picked all water types this whole, like throughout every generation. It's kind of crazy. It's a crazy realization. Sobble's awesome. You got a Build-A-Bear of Sobble? That's really cool, Evan. You had a snow day today? That's pretty tight. Yo, that's awesome to hear, Mr. Joe. Hopefully you're staying safe and warm inside. You went for Rilla for Gen 8. Rillaboom's sick, though. Like, it's actually a really good Pokemon competitively. So, I mean, I got much love for Rillaboom, regardless. Yeah, most starters are pretty... Like, I just like amphibians a lot. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, reptiles and amphibians. I don't know why this one's, like, making me feel like... I think it's just yellow. I just like the angle of it. I'm just gonna run over to it real quick. Yeah. Like, I love Charmander still. You know, I love, like, a Bulbasaur also. It's just that, I don't know. When I was a kid and Pokemon Blue came out, something about, like, I just thought Snorlax was a version exclusive Pokemon. And I was like, well, he's blue, so maybe he's in Pokemon Blue. That's the whole reason why I got Pokemon Blue. But little did I know, he was in both games. I mean, no one really knew at that time. It was just kind of like, what is this? It's kind of crazy to think. A time when Pokemon didn't exist. Some of you probably are younger than Pokemon. Pokemon's older than you. Not me, though. You're now confused. Yeah, if anyone wants to, you also have a snow day? Evan, that's cool. Looks like Dan's doing some BBQs if anyone wants to join. Oh my gosh, Evan, how lucky. You hatched one on the 9th egg. If I tried to Mitsuda method this, it would probably take me 900 eggs. That seems to be my average for starter Pokemon. Like, I've had pretty good luck Mitsuda method on other Pokemon, but every time I do a starter, it for some reason goes over 1,000 eggs. Primal Cascoon? What is that? Are you telling me there's a primal evolution of Cascoon? Nice. Alfie said he could hook you up with a Bulbasaur later. He's at work right now. But if anyone has a Bulbasaur that they're willing to hook up, Dan here, he's trying to build a Venusaur for raids. I would, but I have a sandwich going right now. If you have a Caden, if you have a Bulbasaur that you could trade to, you could trade to Dan Gardner. I'm sure he could do a little quick trade with you for something. Let's see. Primal Cascoon. I'm pretty sure that's yellow. It's just like the angle. The fin's so thin. All of you are getting snow. I would never see snow down here. I pretty much live in a desert climate. I miss snow. I grew up with snow. I was visiting the Midwest like earlier this month. My sister lives there now. It had some snow. It was kind of nostalgic, you know. I was like, the snow. It's cold as... it's just as cold as I remember. It's mainly when it's windy that's like kind of bad. If it's not really that windy and you just bundle up, it's not too bad to be outside in the cold. It's just inconvenient, you know? We live in a day and age where we can just go inside our cars and warm up, or... Also, you know how, like, you warm up your car when you live out in a cold... I don't know, it's like a cold morning, you're like, I need to warm up my car. I saw this video, this guy talking about, saying how whenever you warm up your car, you actually don't have to, like, sit there and let it, like, warm up. It's actually better to just, like, start driving, because when you're driving, your car's actually getting the oil flowing, because that's like the issue. Like while you're trying to like warm up your car, is your oil is probably all messed up and like slushy or whatever. But he said like you just kind of like just drive normally, like kind of like cautiously, like not like cautiously but like slower for like 10 minutes, and once your car is like all warm inside, you should be good to go. I was like, oh wow. I remember like people just, I mean, it's like a common thing to just go out and like start your car like 10 minutes before you're about to leave for work or something. So that was kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know. Probably doesn't really matter that much. I don't really know. But maybe this could save you your car from breaking down one day earlier than it should have. I don't know. You're gonna do catch calculations for the special ball mons you need? Yeah, I imagine like getting the legendaries and stuff are gonna be kind of a pain in general. I'll check it in a bit, James. Yeah, it's like the wind. Like, the wind makes it, like the chill factor is what makes it really cold. For sure. I feel like this camera doesn't like work. This is a pretty nice spot, but I guess I'll just keep doing it. I kind of like the picnic resets for something like this. This seems to be a really nice controlled area. It's also illegal to leave your car while it's warming up in most US states. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. There, take that, Uber drivers. Yeah, I wish Inteleon was good in VGC too. It's not that good, right? It's like pretty frail, doesn't really like OHKO things. It doesn't, like you'd have to run Focus Sash on it almost every time. It doesn't really give you enough value to justify using it. Like something like Qian Pao that can run Focus Sash. I remember I avoided running Qian Pao for so long because I felt like, man, this Pokemon's a glass cannon. I hate using glass cannons. But then when you realize like with just like Protect and like how you can kind of like preserve it depending on how you protect and such throughout the match, it's actually such an insane support Pokemon. Aside it being like pretty strong itself. Like I was running a team where I paired it with Decidueye, like a physical Decidueye with Shadow Sneak, and Leaf Blade, and Spirit Shackle with Tailwind as well. So there'd be turns where like if they had like Urshifu come in, like Decidueye is Grass Ghost, so I could essentially wall the fighter water version. Like I could tank the water surges or whatever, and I could like, they came and use a fighting move on me. So I could like set up Tailwind if I needed to, or I could just go for Shadow Sneaks plus Qian Pao into Fluttermane and one-shot it. Like stuff like that was like really fun to play around. I'm like, wow, Qian Pao is like actually insanely good. It's really just a matter of like how you, I mean, it's gonna be coin flips at times, but like legitimately you get a lot of value out of Qian Pao on your team versus something like Inteleon, which doesn't really do much. Like there's better water types that can just like provide so much better, like literally you could just run Dondozo. Like you could just run Dondozo, Tatsugiri, and it's like infinitely better than running something like Inteleon. And they don't even do anything near the same. It's just like you don't need Inteleon at all. Like I'm sure there's like some niche way you could run Inteleon, but it's like it's probably not consistent enough to actually run in a tournament. I wish so too, Alfie. I was like playing a little bit this morning. I was like, I wish I could control the camera and like kind of be a little bit farther back. I had that same thought. It was fun. The Decidueye, like, it was, I think it was Regulation D, I was playing it. It was really good. It was like, it's kind of like how Brambleghast rose up in usage. But Brambleghast is a little bit better in regards to its ability because it can wall a lot of the, like, common moves that Pokemon were running. Like, Heatran, for example, might only run Heat Wave as a fire move. It might not run another fire move. And if you have Wind Rider, which is Brambleghast's ability, you can't be hit by a move like Heat Wave. Like, anything that's like Wave or like a Wind move, you cannot be hit by it. So if the Heatran, for example, on your opponent's team only runs Heat Wave, even though like Brambleghast can't really do much back to it aside hit it with like a Ghost move, you can't really die to Heatran because you also have like Sap or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called right now. Sap Strength, I think it's called. When you lower the attack and you gain some health back. It's actually pretty crazy. Yo, what's up, Kimberly? Welcome to the stream. Like, even Shiftry got Wind Rider as a buff in this generation. They gave it a new ability. I ran it a little bit. But again, like, Brambleghast at least is a little more bulky. Shiftry kind of suffers the same situation where there's definitely niche times you can bring in Shiftry and completely wall and get like those attack boosts. But you're also a glass cannon. Brambleghast though, you can kind of like take a hit still and heal up with, like, you have some self-healing pretty much as well, which is like super clutch to have on a Pokemon. But yeah, I haven't really played much of Regulation F yet. I wanted to try to do a battle stream this week, maybe Thursday. It would probably just be on Twitch though. We'll see. I honestly have not done anything in it. And the team I'm probably going to end up running is going to be extremely spicy. It's going to be like, whoa. You were just about to mention that. Yeah, so that's the plan. I've been wanting to get back into competitive a little bit. I plan on at least attending the Los Angeles regional since I live here. I haven't been traveling at all during this season. I haven't been like playing too competitive in any of the games. It's been nice taking a break to play more casual and just enjoy. But I definitely enjoy playing VGC, and I've been wanting to jump into Regulation F. Yeah, so where are we at right now? We got like 9 minutes left on this. So far, no Sobbles. I feel like this is a pretty solid method. I mean, aside the fact that I kind of stare too long at some of them because I can't really tell. I feel like this is a really solid reset point. If I ran in singles, I'd maybe run Moxie, but in doubles, definitely Intimidate. Intimidate is just, like, Scrafty's already kind of tough to use. I would definitely recommend running Terra Poison on it, just so you can resist the fighting and fairy moves, which are 4 times weak to Fairy. Like, you can actually put up a threat against something like Fluttermane. Like, you can maybe wall a hit. But, yeah, definitely Intimidate. Fake Out for sure. That's a great tech to have. The fact that it gets Fake Out and Intimidate is... you could kind of find a place for it. It's kind of spicy. But ironically, my first team I'm going to be making is with Scrafty also. I'm trying to remake a team that I built back in X and Y. It can't stay 100% true to the team, unfortunately, just due to the fact that I would just get destroyed based on what it is. But it's like a team that has like Gulpin on it, like literally it has like Gulpin, Gardevoir, Trevenant. It's a trick. It was like a Trick Room team. I had Meowscarada, not Meowscarada, Meowstick, excuse me. This is X and Y era. Yeah, I honestly I feel like I'm gonna get stomped on the ladder. But I was like, you know what? It could be fun. And my Swallet that I ran on the team back in the day. Wait, is that it? Oh no, it's just the angle. The one I ran back in the day was kind of like a mixed attacker. But I figured with like Terastallizing, I could just like maybe run fully physical Swalot or something. Alright, let me picnic here. How about if I soft reset, Kimberly? Once my sandwich is up, I'll trade you something with my OT. Is there anything in particular that you wanted? You just want a Pokemon with my OT on it? Let's see, how much time I got left? Like 7 minutes. Might run around a little bit. They do still spawn over here, you know? And they only spawn in this little, like, swamp, marsh, bog thing. I don't know, I think the resets are probably the best. Probably the most consistent with getting, like, 10 plus. Sobble. Alright, we could do the trade after I soft reset. Or if I find a shiny and I save. Pretty much whenever this sandwich is over. I mean, there's still a chance to find the shiny, you know? It's not like... We still got a good amount of time left. That's all we really need. I don't see it. It does feel like it would stick out. I'm probably just being too cautious. I think Drain Punch is a good call. You could even run Crunch, because you have to also remember, like, Foul Play, it's going to hit from your opponent's physical attack, not your own. Does anyone have an extra Charmander they can trade to Caden? So which balls are you planning for the Loyal 3, by the way, Mr. Joe? I saw that they're 22% catch rate, but do you know which one you're going to use for each one? Or are you going to try to get every single variation of them in a different ball? If I have an extra shiny, I might be willing to give you one. We'll see. You do come out and watch my streams a lot, and I do appreciate that support. So I feel like that I could probably hook you up with something. Let's see. I feel like I'm just gonna run out and check if I'm not too sure. It's a little bit faster. I was afraid that if I was gonna shiny hunt in this area that it was gonna lag like crazy. It does lag a bit, but I thought it was gonna be really bad. I'll give you my shiny Darkrai. No, I'm just I actually have a couple from Pokemon Go that I transferred in. This one I have is from Pokemon Go. The beauty of Pokemon Go, you can just like raid for a shiny mythical Pokemon. It's kind of funny. Definitely makes getting some legendaries a lot more accessible. I think right now is Tornadus in raids, am I not mistaken? Okie Dokie and Pheasant Dippy are both Dream Balls, Monkey Dory is the other faster Dream. That seems solid. There's no resources you get for the starter Pokemon in this game, so it's like kind of pointless to auto battle them. Like you don't really get anything inside EXP. Yo, what's up, Seb? Good to see you, bro. But yeah, Tornadus is in range right now. Yeah, so it's a chance to get a shiny one. You could technically get a competitive Tornadus in Pokemon Go and send it into Home. What you would have to do, though, it would cost a lot of Stardust in game. You would have to trade a Tornadus with someone who you pretty much have no friendship with. And if you got close to like a 0 attack, or maybe if you played during Go Battle Day, because I think the IVs are random during Go Battle weekend events. If you're like ranked 20 or higher and you get a legendary encounter, if you get 0 attack IV, you can actually transfer it into Home, and there's a chance it'll be like 1 or 0 or some like low attack IV. Sometimes it could be 0, but it's like, if it's 1 attack IV, it still is pretty much the same as 0 in at level 50. So you can kind of have the same. It's kind of interesting. I mean, maybe it's like a little too much effort, but in the perfect scenario, it's actually not that hard to farm stuff like that. But it would also just be based upon whatever the current legendary is in Pokemon Go. Because whenever you're doing Go Battle League and you get in a encounter and it's a legendary, it's the same one as the current 5-star raid. It's not that you would want it at level 50. I'm talking about like sending Pokemon Go Pokemon into Home and then using it in like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for VGC. Because whenever you play VGC, all the Pokemon get leveled to level 50 in the battle. So even if like your whole team's at level 100, they get scaled down to level 50. And IVs are a little bit different at level 50 than they are at max level. Like at max level, 1 IV does make a difference in its stats, but at level 50, it doesn't at all. So like 0 to 1 IV, like ideally you want 0 attack IV for special attackers, because you don't need attack at all. And it minimizes confusion damage, like if you hit yourself in confusion. And also if Pokemon use Foul Play, it's an attack that does damage to you based on your attack stat. So you would want to lower your attack as much as possible, since you don't need it and it actually benefits you in these like niche scenarios that are actually kind of common. So yeah, it's like maybe kind of confusing what I'm trying to say, but Tornadus, like certain Pokemon, like they're kind of hard to get. And you kind of have the software set to get the right IVs, but I'm just saying that if you raid a lot in Pokemon Go and you do play VGC, maybe consider on Go Battle weekend if you're playing, keep an eye on some of those Tornadus you might encounter. Alright, I think the sandwich is up. So I'm going to software set real quick and then I'll trade with you, Kimberly. Thank you so much, Polar Bear Squad. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. So I didn't find a shiny Sobble during that very first sandwich. I'm gonna real quick do a trade with Kimberly. Just to like, I promised them I would give them a Pokemon with my OT on it a while ago, and they're a big supporter of the stream here. Here, let me type in the code that I'm gonna use also. Awesome, there's the notification. Appreciate that, Polar Bear Squad. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to shiny hunt Sobble currently. This is actually a really solid spot, but yeah, no luck currently. But that was our very first sandwich. Let's see. That's gonna be the code, so just type that in, Kimberly, and I'll meet you there. What's your in-game name so I know it's you? Hey Ada, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yeah, you can only do 1 a day. That's the thing. But that's what I'm trying to say is like, if you, it's really expensive the first way I mentioned, where you could trade with someone with low friendship to get like 0 attack. But during Go Battle Weekend, the encounters that you get from Go Battle League are all randomized IVs instead of being floored at 10, 10, 10. So there's a chance that you can get a legendary encounter during that like weekend if you play Go Battle League and you play enough battles and you get enough encounters. Or you just get lucky on your first one. It can have 0 attack, IV. Yeah, welcome back. How's everything going, Ada? You're doing good, but before a couple, maybe weeks ago, I had a weird infection on your face for a whole month. Whoa, that's rough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that had to happen to you. Life be crazy like that sometimes. I remember, like, I had, like, chicken pox when I was a kid. And my sisters had it too, so... Well, I think one of my sisters got chicken pox. And then, pretty much, my my mom forced us all to get it together. Is this your in-game name, Kimberly? Stormdog5? I wasn't actually... I remember seeing this name, but I wasn't sure if this was you. Do you want my Metang I just got? No, I'm just joking. No. Here, I can give you the Spidop shiny. I'll wait until I know that it's... You confirm this is you. Because... some random person's just like... Okay, so this is you. I'm sorry, I'm glad... Do you feel better now, Polar Bear? Yes, if someone touch trades you Landorus, you should be able to transfer 1 in Pogo after. That's the weird thing about legendaries from Pokemon Go. You can't bring them in directly, you have to have like a... I don't know why, it doesn't really make any sense. Here, I'll give you this shiny Spidop, alright? Well, I'm only doing this trade because I owe Kimberly the trade. What did you need, Kaden? I don't know if I actually have an extra Charmander. I'd have to go into Home or something, I think, to get it. And I want to try to just keep on my shiny hunting for Sobble. Kimberly's a viewer of my stream. They're pretty much here all the time, and I'm pretty much just hooking them up for that reason. So maybe in the future this could be you. I don't mind like giving away shinies to the homies in the stream, you know? That's kind of what I'm saying. You have 1.5 box of shiny Pokemon. Yo, that's a great start of a collection. Thank you, Kimberly. I'm gonna put the Ariados over here, and I'll be sure to save it. Alright. No problem. I hope you enjoy the shiny Spidops. Alright, I'm gonna make my sandwich again. So we are soft resetting, trying to get shiny Sobble here. And cucumber sandwich is the way to go. There we go. I'm gonna make the complicated one. It's not that complicated, but more ingredients, I guess, is the better way to say it. That way I can use whatever Herba Mystica I have. I don't have to just keep using my salty. Okay, we'll throw down the prosciutto first, I suppose. You don't have the shiny charm and only 6 to 7 sandwiches. That's insane, yo. That's some really good luck. That's awesome to hear. What's your favorite shiny that you've caught in so far in the game? Let's see. I actually wonder what mine is. I'm trying to think. There's a couple really crazy ones that I've caught. Like, just my reaction was kind of insane. I don't know if they're like my favorite shinies, but definitely kind of insane how I found them. One time I was just like gliding and I fell into a bramble and I couldn't even see it. I just happened to run into it and it spawned. like the battle, and it was a shiny Bramble, and it was like during one of my live streams too. So it's like, I was like, what? That's insane. Like I was just sitting here like in my own little world, like singing something. I don't even know what I was doing. And this like, I don't know, it was like one of the craziest shinies I've ever got because I just was not, yeah. Self-explanatory at this point, why it was kind of insane. I'm pretty sure I made a short of it on the channel. It's like somewhere. Bramble. I think I was like singing a song about Bramble. Like I was like, Brambling man. Rhyperior is cool. Yo, Ride Online is... I used to run this team in singles during Gen 6 with... It was kind of like a baton pass team. And I would pass all of the stat boosts off to an Evolite Rhydon. And it was just kind of like... I'd call the Rhydon Jogger. Like, I think it was like max speed, max attack, Rhydon. Or maybe I had some EVs in like defense and special defense. I don't remember. I don't remember when its EV spread was, to be honest. But I remember I had like Scolipede on it. I had like Espeon. And I would just like baton pass through like my entire team, pass stats, and keep buffing them. Like I had Smeargle on it too when it was like kind of OP. And then like I would just sweep with Rhydon because nothing could like hurt it. Once it got enough like stat boosts with Evolite, it was just like insane. That's hilarious. Archaludon, oh my gosh, it's a sick one. You got a Barraskewda like that. That's awesome. That's a good... So you kind of understand like what it's like. It's just like, whoa. How did I just find a shiny? What are you looking for again, Caden? What Pokemon were you looking for? I'm sorry. Come on. I'm really hoping I can find Sobble here. Maybe this is just the better way. Any doubts in my mind? I might as well just run out. Barraskewda is kind of cool. I tried running that Regulation A with Propeller Tail. Like you'd think you'd want to run Swift Swim with it, but there was like a lot of redirection. I mean, there still is redirection. It's like a very common thing to do in VGC. Like Follow Me and Rage Powder. But Propeller Tail is an interesting ability that ignores like Follow Me. I think I was doing it because I'm Indeedee. And I wanted to be able to target Armarouge and like one-shot it. Propeller Tail was interesting. Like, because in a tournament maybe it couldn't work as well. But on the like online ladder where it's best of one battle, you could definitely pull off, you know, going against their expectations. Like it was, I ran Terra Poison Barraskewda, that way I could like live Meowscarada as well if it's something like that came in, and also then I could like return poison damage into it. But yeah, it was a little spicy, but it was like pretty fun to play. I mean, Barraskewda has really high attack stat. I don't remember what it is, but it actually hits like a truck. Like if you Terra Water Wave Crash with that thing, you can kind of just like, especially like if you do it in the rain, I think it just hit like a truck. I remember seeing there were some Japanese teams that actually ran Barraskewda. Like even in the late season, which I thought was kind of cool. But I think they were doing Swift Swim tech. Thank you, Polar Bear. I really do need some shiny luck here. You're looking for Snorlax or Charmander. Like, I know I have these Pokemon, but everything of mine is, like, pretty much sitting in Pokemon Home. Like, I try to keep a lot of space available in my actual boxes in game. Nothing. I feel like this is probably the most efficient way to shiny hunt this, is just use the picnic. Because running around, the spawns don't really pop in as good. But if you, as you can tell just by standing here, seems like we get a lot of spawns fast. Struggle seeing the fins at a certain angle. It didn't look like there was any shinies, but of course I'm gonna go check. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, it would help me out a lot if you hit the like button. It does help my content reach a wider audience on the platform. And yeah, thanks for just hanging out while I'm trying to reset some picnics here for some shiny Sobble action. I was saying earlier that my pattern of starters has been primarily water types. Every single generation I've had this realization more recently. I would have never considered myself a water trainer, but I guess I am. Not really. I'm a bug trainer, honestly. That's how I like to think of myself. Because I like bug Pokemon a lot. But yeah, they don't have bug starters. That'd be kind of crazy if they had a starter that actually turned into a bug type. Makes it worse somehow. It's like its evolution makes it worse. I mean, bugs are great. Yeah, it was pretty goofy. This is your least favorite shiny to look for? Yeah, I mean, I like I was saying, I love amphibians and reptiles, so I kind of have a weakness for like frogs and lizards. It's not even about being a water type, it's just like... yeah. These are just sick Pokemon. It's like the espionage Pokemon, even though it kind of felt more like an emo kid growing up. Let's see. I pretty much, it should stick out. Like, whenever we see the fin, it should be pretty obvious that we're looking at a shiny. Let's see. Wait a minute, you mean that Home will mess with my game save files without me needing to put in the cartridge for the game? Wait, does it work like that? I have no idea if that's how it works. Is it really? Does it work like that? Because that's kind of crazy. Does that mean every time you play your game, it like kind of like saves a state to your Switch or something? That's kind of wild to think, if that's how it works. Wow. Yeah. I mean, there's like worse Pokemon in the game to hunt shiny. Like this one kinda is like, still gotta squint a little bit for sure, but definitely there's ones I've hunted already that were like, I kinda just like, could not even tell. Like I tried doing Electros or whatever. Whatever its middle evolution is called. Electric, I think it's called. Like that one in the water was like, I had no idea what was going on. And I don't even know, the only way I found it, it ran into me. If you're trying to do water shiny, you can do a cucumber the way I did mine was 2 cucumber, 1 green, yellow, and green pepper. Bell pepper, excuse me, and then 1 prosciutto. That should be 6 ingredients in total, and then you can just pick any 2 Herba Mystica. Wait, that's interesting, Mr. Joe. That's pretty cool. I would have known. I mean, I only have a couple. I think I only have Pokemon Violet as a physical copy of a game on my Switch, Pokemon-wise. So I would have. I never take it out, pretty much, for the most part. Right now I'm hunting Shiny Sobble. I've just been doing picnic resets in this little, like, bog marsh. Seems to be pretty decent, but I haven't found any shiny yet. Waiting for this one to turn. I don't think that's a shiny, but yeah. It seems to be pretty good at isolating them right here. For fire, I think you need... Is it basil? It's the same ingredients, except you can use double basil, I think. So it would be 2 basil, 1 of each color bell pepper, 1 prosciutto, and then 2 of whatever Herba Mystica. I'm pretty sure that's fire. I might be wrong, though. It makes sense with the save file on your console, not the cart. Yeah, it's kind of a cool discovery that you've made. It maybe makes it a little bit less tedious, too, if you're just, like, transferring a bunch of Pokemon through different games. Yeah, I don't see any shiny. Yeah, so far no luck. Hoping to at least snag one of them here today. If they were more enticing the auto battle, I would like knock some out, but yeah, I don't really get anything for doing that. No problem. That's great to hear, Mr. Joe. I'm glad you made that discovery for your special ball quests. That's pretty dope. You wish they'd make another DLC with more Paradox? Yeah. Well, that's why I speculated that maybe the Black and White remakes are going to be continuation of Gen 9. Similar to how Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire were. That means they would add more Paradox Pokemon. I don't know, I feel like it just makes the most sense instead of just making a remake of Black and White. Because then they'd have to make like Black and White 2 remake too. Or something, you know, which is kind of like... I don't know. Like, why not just make like a sequel game? AKA Black and White 3. That would be pretty much a continuation of Gen 9. There'd be terastallizing in Unova. They'd explain terastallizing more. Maybe they talk about the Blueberry Academy. There'd be new Paradox Pokemon. Like, that's what I hope they do, at least. And then VGC will just kind of be another... Like, Gen 9 will be longer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like the next games will pretty much be the continuation of the VGC format with terastallizing. And then I'd hope they'd do something like Let's Go Johto. I don't know, just based on the Paradox legendaries in this game, it kind of feels like they might be doing that. Like, what if the Let's Go Johto game actually shows these Paradox versions of, like, Entei in them? And then, like, I don't know, it'd be kind of crazy. Like, what if they're in the tower, and then it burns down, and then they turn into their current day forms? Or something, you know? They could make a Legends Unova game for sure. I mean, most things kind of could be any of them, you know? Like, I could see it going any direction. But, like, I think it would make more sense just because, like, we have to think of it this way. Like, everyone says Pokemon Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game of the Switch era. And, like, I agree to an extent. Like, I think the gameplay loop is definitely one of the best of the series. But the thing it lacks is, like, battling. And, like, that's a huge aspect of Pokemon. Without, like, a real battling system or any need to, like, play competitively, the game doesn't have much replay value aside just, like, shiny hunting. Which, I don't even know if people really spend a lot of time, like... It's, like... Is there much appeal to shiny hunting in it aside the fact that it's like one of the best shiny hunting systems in the game, you know, like it's franchise, which is like saying a lot too. Like I don't like ever really revisit playing Legends Arceus that much now that I've beaten it, but I definitely feel like when I played through it, it was a great experience. It was like one of the best. It was like one of the hardest Pokemon games to date. But like with that being said, it's like you play it and you're just kind of done with it. Which is fine. You know, some games are good that way. But, like, if there was any sense of, like, a VGC type of element where, like, maybe they do have, like, the traditional battling style still within the game for, like, post-game or, like, whatever, it would just be better overall if they, like, somehow find a blend of, like, all these different games. Like, the best aspects of every game. And, yeah, I think that would be, like, the dream. Like, if they could, like... do what they did in Legends Arceus, but like consider like the game should still contain battling features for like PvP and such, and it shouldn't just be like a spin-off game. Maybe it should just be how the like games are now permanently. Because I like the idea of catching Pokemon in entirely different ways, like how Arceus is. You know, I like a lot of things about it. It's just like I'm a battler at the end of the day. Like even though I'm shiny hunting here, it's like I'm a battler. So yeah, there's like almost no reason for me to like revisit playing Legends Arceus unless I want to evolve something I need, or if I want to like maybe do a shiny hunt. But it's like I'd rather almost like shiny hunt in Scarlet Violet, which seems weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's not like the better game necessarily, but there's definitely more to it as someone who like kind of has expectations in a Pokemon game. I mean, granted, they could add more. Like there could be a battle tower. The fact that you can't shiny hunt legendaries is actually kind of ridiculous in this game. My favorite Pokemon game, that's a great question. I always say like I enjoyed Diamond and Pearl and Platinum just because of like it was kind of like a turning point in this franchise. Like whenever those games came out on the DS, it was the first time you could play Pokemon battles on Wi-Fi, which is like insane. Like I grew up in a time when we had to use like the link cable, or like if you didn't have friends that played, you didn't even like battle people. And it's like being able to go online and battle people around the world. It was like insane as a kid, like having that ability. It was like, wow, I can't believe I can do this on a Game Boy. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like just because of like how iconic it was, I always say Gen 4 is like my favorite generation. But I don't know. I kind of like I played competitive Pokemon more actively during Gen 6. That's when I started getting into VGC. Was like X and Y, Omega Ruby. I think Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire are like probably some of the best Pokemon games. Like they're definitely, in my opinion, the best remakes ever done. And like probably just like some of the best Pokemon games. Like that's like before Pokemon games started to become like less in quality, if that makes sense. Like, some people argue Sun and Moon was like the decline of Pokemon games in quality. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could do in Sun and Moon, though, like post-game, especially like the Ultra version or whatever. What's your favorite Pokemon games, chat? Like, the whole arc, the whole, like, battle with Giratina and Volo, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but, like, that whole battle sequence was sick, yo. It reminded me of, like, playing Final Fantasy. Like, that's the vibe it gave me. And it was like, yeah, that's pretty sick. Like, it was legitimately just, like, an intense moment in a Pokemon game, which... I don't know, I appreciate that, like, the difficulty of the game was, like, definitely there. You remember Link Cable battles at recess? Yeah, I did the same thing too. Isn't that crazy? Like, yeah, that's like a different era. Like sitting at recess trying to like link up the Game Boys to get a battle in real quick with your boys. It's so funny. Random Charmander. Dang, I'm not getting lucky with these shinies. Yo, what's up, Rick and Morty? Good to see you. You like Pokemon Violet? I mean, because I have such... Like, I really do enjoy the, like, terrestrialized mechanic in competitive Pokemon. I do actually really like this generation, amidst all the issues with the game. Like, I feel like after playing for over a year, I gotta say, like, regardless of like the quality of the game, I still appreciate what they were trying to do. It kind of sucks. Like, I'm not trying to like give them a pass here by saying that. Like, if the games keep coming out like this, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's like, why even play them? But I mean, aside not having any way to lower IVs in this game, it's alright. I mean, there's still things like, I guess we can like criticize, like shiny locked legendaries. Kind of silly. I was actually looking forward to shiny hunting, like Kubfu, stuff like that, that never got unlocked yet. I don't know what it is with Gamefreak, trying to have like all this crazy control over certain shinies. Like, I kind of get like the box legendaries, but like they don't want people to just be like trapped at the end game boss resetting. They just want you to do the story, and like they'll just give out a mystery gift later down the line. But I wish we could shiny hunt all the other legendaries that are like given to you by Mr. Snacksworth or whatever. The problem with the Switch games take much longer to produce. Game Freak has proven they can't handle it. Yeah, I've heard rumors that they've never really... Like, they still have a very small staff of people as well. Arceus was your favorite playthrough, but Scarlet is much more fun post-game. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, I think Arceus has a lot of really good aspects. Like, the difficulty of it, the story, the gameplay loop was... Like, a lot of it's all, like, it's all good. Like, I'm not trying to say none of it's good. Like, it's actually some of the best in the series. But the problem with it is that there isn't really a post-game point to playing the game. Which is fine, again, like I said. It could just be a standalone game. But if they made it something more like how the main series games have so much replayability between, like, hunting... It's like there's more purpose to shiny hunting and collecting Pokemon when you can battle them, realistically. Like, that's the whole point I'm trying to get across, is that, like, even though I'm more of a battler, I find it, like, really fun to, like, use some of my shinies I've caught in battle. Like, I like flexing them. So that's, like, a big aesthetic. Like, a big part of me making my team is creating the aesthetic of my team, too. Like, do I want the shiny? What type of ball is it going to be in? And I always try to make sure every Pokemon on my team is in a completely different Pokeball. I mean, I'll make compromises if it's just like too much of a effort to make it work, but it's like I have fun doing that, like in a Pokemon game. It's like, why not? You know, like aside the actual EV spread, nature, movesets, I like having that type of control over my entire squad. Even marks, you know, getting like a mark on a Pokemon is like kind of sick. Well, what? I didn't realize Sobble can be on the land. Wow, shiny Poochyena? Congratulations, Joseph, that's sick. That's super awesome when you just start exploring. Some of the best ones. You like Legends or Violet? I like that's what I'm saying, like, Switch era is not as bad as we're making it out to be. It's just that, like, I don't know, I'll just say maybe 2020 had something to do with the production schedule of some of these games. We'll see. We'll see how it moves in the future. You caught 5 shinies so far. You also love the Ruby. Gen 3 is pretty sick. I remember there's like a famous IGN review of Gen 3 and it just says too much water. I forget what the score was. It was like a low score and they just wrote like too much water. It's kind of funny. Someone ran into too many tentacles in the water and got triggered. It's kind of funny to think. They should move Pokemon to PC open world. Yeah, I was thinking if they made an MMO version of Pokemon where instead of it being like new games, they just added like expansion packs, kind of like how like World of Warcraft or like Final Fantasy 14 or like any modern day MMO is, that would be insane, yo. And like if they like upped the customization to be like very like just like a high level of customization, like most MMOs, that would be so crazy, yo. Like that just seems like the goal, but I don't know. I mean, they could even make it run on the Switch, but I mean, because like even Final Fantasy 14 can run from a controller on the PlayStation. Like you can do all the complexities of playing Final Fantasy 14 via a controller. So it's not like really unheard of to think they could go that route with the franchise. I feel like that would be the dream, but I don't know. Like imagine it's like you just have one game and it's like there's this DLC. But then again, I don't know. Maybe that's not everyone's preference in how they want to collect a game as well. The internet just got out, so I had to get back into YouTube. We were just talking about Pokemon pretty much, like what our favorite generations are. How we feel about the Switch era of Pokemon. That's pretty much all we've been chatting about. So far, no luck. Wow, this is crazy. I mean, it's just RNG at the end of the day. Like, there's nothing that I'm really doing wrong or different. I wonder if I could just like run around if it's faster this way. Like if I just go into like a figure 8 kind of. I don't know. Doesn't feel particularly faster. If anything, it feels slower. Interesting enough. You have fake Pokemon games on GBA? Which ones do you have? Did you know they were fake? Or are they like ROM hacks? That you kind of like upload to a cartridge? Because I know there's a way to do stuff like that. Or were they kind of just like counterfeit ones you accidentally bought? I don't know how many I have off the top of my head, to be honest. I need to actually sit down and do a tracker, but I've been working on Living Dex at home. Like I have a decent amount of, like I think I'm almost done with Kanto in Home, and I have like a lot of the other generations. Like in my game, like I've already transferred a bunch of mine into Home, but just in my game right here, like these are the ones I have. that are sitting here. Like these are all shinies. Just kind of like sitting here for whatever reason. Actually, I don't think this one's a shiny. Oh, no, it is. Okay. Yeah, all these are shinies. But these aren't all the ones I've caught in the game so far. I just have transferred a bunch into Home. I'm trying to organize everything there. Yeah, right. Oh wait, I can check on profile, that's right. That's right, you can check in the Pokédex. I almost forgot about that. Or profile thing. It says 273 I've battled. Dang, that's a lot. Yeah, maybe we should go out and knock some of these out. Show's boss. I'm gonna have to sacrifice some of them. 273 shinies, apparently. Does that count egg hatches, too? That's crazy, yeah. I'm out here, like... Alright, so I didn't find a shiny, so I have the Sassifrass set again. Wow. Alright. You have a fake Pokemon crystal. I completely forgot you could check how many shinies you've encountered on the profile. Alright. Yeah, let me Sassifrass out here. Yeah, I mean, even this morning I found a shiny Matang and Smeargle when I was just grinding Beldum Claws to... I don't know, I was just like trying to build up my resources for the lotto machine. I've been playing pretty actively though. I bet you my hours log is actually pretty insane. Alright, let me get another water sandwich going on here. Dang, no luck so far. That's crazy. I want to try to catch this in a special ball. Hopefully it doesn't get too difficult. I've been pretty lucky with some of my catches lately. Okay, so we need prosciutto, all three, pepper, and then cucumber. Twice. Then I'm just gonna get double bitter. I don't think they count shinies you battle against. It would be a lot higher if that's the case. I promise. Like literally most battles you face are like there's a shiny on their team. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Like I want to see more data. Like it's kind of cool if they show a little bit of data, but it's like it's just enough to make you want more specific data. Like that's what I was thinking when I looked at it. I'm like, I wish it could tell me how many were hatched, how many were encountered, etc. Maybe how many I didn't actually encounter. Like they spawned, but I didn't actually run into them. I don't think it counts them if you don't actually engage in a fight with it. Or see the sparkles or whatever, but I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, I really need shiny luck here for sure, Polar Bear. Appreciate that. Alright, let's go. Please let this be the sandwich that gives me some luck. Come on. Nice. It does remind me that I am a little hungry. Alright, so... we're just gonna Sassifrass it. It just feels like it's the most efficient way to do this. All paranoid, looking around me. Yeah, I don't see any shiny. Oh, you bought it at like a... I get it. You just kind of bought it somewhere that wasn't officially licensed. Makes sense. It's pretty interesting though. It's like some bootleg version of Pokemon Crystal. Alright. I just want to at least get one Sobble. It's kind of crazy, you know, you'd think... This is not like... Again, it's just like RNG, right? It's just crazy how unlucky I've been for an hour. It makes me wonder if one has spawned and I just didn't see it, because sometimes they spawn like behind me, but I don't really check there. Right. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a great beginning to their week. As you can tell, I've had some good shiny luck today, but it was like this morning when I was just kind of like scouting out stuff and grinding resources. You're a Pokemon fan? That's awesome. I mean, I could kind of tell that we're all like hanging out, right? We're all hanging out over the same hobby, pretty much. Just hanging out, collecting, building, shiny hunting, battling. We are Pokemon fans. It's kind of crazy, like, growing up with Pokemon. Because it's like... Something about how the game is competitively is still like a very, like... I don't know, people always say it's like a kid's game. But as so many battles, I'm always just like, this is more than a kid's game. Like, it's actually kind of like 4D chess on steroids. It's one of the coolest things about playing Pokemon, is that there is actually some... I mean, I guess some Pokemon tend to be a little, like, OP, like Incineroar. Fluttermane is kind of proven to be a pretty good Pokemon, I guess, throughout the whole life cycle of Scarlet and Violet. It's kind of crazy how good Fluttermane is. I appreciate it. Yeah, all the shiny luck you've given me is definitely helpful. I'm sure we'll find it. It is a little tough to find. That's for sure. It's mainly the fin. Like, I mean, it's not that it's like, it's if the fin is a dead giveaway, but the angle of the fin is the issue at times. Yo, that's awesome, Michael. I struggle sometimes with some of the middle evolutions of starters as the generations go on because they're just not memorable. Like, I could not tell you what the middle evolution name of, like, Incineroar is at all. Is Cinnacat actually? Is it something like that? Maybe I actually do know that one. I don't know, actually. I just guessed. But there's definitely, like, some Pokemon middle evolutions I look at them, I'm like, I have no idea. I don't think I ever knew what your name was. You feel unusually lucky, you feel unusually lucky when it comes to shinies. Your absolute favorite is Lone Sandslash, and you managed to catch 4 shinies so far. Yo, that's a sick one, too. I love the Alolan version of Sandshrew Sandslash. And its typing is really cool. Oh, Torracat, that's right, that's what it's called. Have you ever seen that one guy's channel? I can't remember what his name is, but he does the, like, guess this Pokemon, or like, what would you rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? He asks, like, Pokemon knowledge, and then, like, he kind of, like, gives them a quiz based on, like, what they rate themselves. But then he always pulls out, like, the Bramblin or something, like... I forget what the name of the guy is, but I see his, like, shorts on TikTok and, like, YouTube all the time. That's what you need to go on. You need to find that guy in the streets and participate in one of his quizzes. You'll get, like, $10 or something. And a shirt. There's definitely middle evolutions I would fail. Like, I legitimately can't remember some of them. Like, I don't even know what Quaxley is. Like, literally this gen I'd fail. Like and I'm like playing it. Like things like that are like one and done. Nah, I don't bother. We don't bother to remember. They're not. They're irrelevant. Even though we need them to get to the final evolution, I mean, I stand by my words. I will never backpedal. You don't use dollars? Wait, what do you mean you don't use dollars? Oh, you mean your currency is not dollars. Excuse me. Yeah, Ash leaving Pokemon, that's kind of crazy in itself. I mean, it's like a new step forward for the franchise. Ash finally became champion, they put him to rest. I'm just gonna run around. How much time do I got left? The picnic resets are good, but I feel like I'm just unlucky. Let's get the cardio going. Quaxley. Well, Quaxley's the first one, isn't it? Oh, I see what you're doing with that. I was reading it and talking. I'm like, oh, yeah. I remember the first one. Use euros. Word. But you get the idea. It's for a money prize if you get all the Pokemon correct. Maybe if you have a shiny Beartic, put it on your team and give you luck. I actually don't have a shiny Beartic. I do have a shiny Cubchoo, but I was gonna keep it a Cubchoo just in case I did. Because I mean, I do need a shiny Beartic for my Living Dex, but there's always a chance I could find a Beartic in the wild. Or another Cubchoo. Like, if I found another Cubchoo, I'd evolve one of them. But I usually try to keep them in their base form until I know if I need to evolve them or not. Beartic is pretty sick, though. I used to run a rain team back in the day with Swift Swim Beartic. It's a little spicy, but it was, yeah, it's spicy. That's all it really is. And ice wasn't particularly good back in the day. Maybe it could have made more sense in this generation, but I feel like no one really ran Beartic. Not even I. Who kind of likes it. No luck. Oh, Sobble. It could still work if you believe. All good, yeah. Bro. Yeah, for the most part, I've been out here for an hour, over an hour, and I haven't found one shiny. Which feels pretty typical for my starter luck. That's why we play Pokemon Go Community Days, because they literally hand you out shinies. Like, there's times where I don't even go out and I just use an incense at home. And I've been able to at least find one shiny during the events. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't like watching the new Pokemon? I haven't watched any of it yet. I mean, stylistically, I think it looks good. You miss Ash, though. Ash and his journey. Goodness gracious. Not as bad as PM7. What's his luck like on starters? Does it take him, like, how long? Because maybe that'll make me feel a little bit better about this. Come on, RNG. Where are my zeros and ones at? You know what? I should just do the picnic. The picnic is actually probably the best strategy. Yeah, I mean, Lit and I got kind of lucky with. I showed up, and chat was trying to explain to me where I should stand at for the isolation spawns, and I got a shiny before I even like understood what was going on. You don't think I'm applying myself? I see. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here that I should have taken into consideration. Thank you for pointing this out. I'll bear that weight on my shoulders the entire day now. Where are they? For real though. You'd think like about after an hour something would happen. Oh my gosh, it took them 6+ hours? Oh my gosh, okay. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, yo. Like, legitimately. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. We're just a glimmer in the eyes of our hope. Just a little teardrop. There's still hope. Wow. 6 hours just to get one Sobble? What was going on with that? Your luckiest Pokemon Go happened during a storm. You pulled it into a Walmart parking lot. Yo, that's sick, yo. That's like a typical Pokemon Go experience. Like, get in the car, if it's storming, just like chill out by a Pokestop. Parking lots are pretty good with spawns too. That's awesome. Aerodactyl's a great shiny. Yeah, I feel you. Autocorrect is annoying. It's been 30 days live and you've never seen a regular Pokemon in the wild and you think you're gonna find a shiny in this one? I believe. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen today, bud. One of these is gonna be a shiny. Hopefully. I mean, it should stick out. I could have missed some, but... Oh, I'm determined for Sobble. We wobble for Sobble. And what I mean by that is that I get on the brink of starvation and fall to my knees because of my lack of nutrients. For Sobble. We ain't eating till we get a Sobble. We ain't finding peace of mind until we find Sobble. I actually have not watched... I haven't really watched the anime in a long time in general. I've seen clips and sometimes occasional episodes, but nothing too consistently. Yo, that's awesome, Rick and Morty. Congratulations, man. That's a huge step up in life, bro. I understand it's stressful, but dude, that's awesome. That's amazing. Everyone deserves that in their life, but you earned it, bro. 8 to 10 sandwiches to get his. Thank you. I believe we can do it too. We're gonna hit the 0s and 1s eventually here. And one of these Sobble are gonna be different than the others. Thank you for believing in my shiny luck. And giving me shiny luck. If it wasn't for Sobble, there wouldn't be any peace in Paldea. It's like I enjoy doing the picnic resets, but then I just want to move. You know? We got little squads occasionally popping up all over this little bog. Get out to my swamp. Come on. This thing could kind of have been Shrek. If it was like a different shiny color. Could have been a good Shrek. Where are they? Where is he? This is actually... I'm trying to think what the... You know, the longest hunt I've done so far was for a fancy pattern Pavilion. I remember that it was probably my longest sandwich hunt. I'm trying to remember how long it was. I think it was like close to 3 hours, or it was like 3 hours. And I was like really surprised. Because up till then, I was hunting different patterns of Pavilion as shinies, and I have like, I haven't completed it, but I have most of them as shinies. So it was like kind of insane how long it took. And I did like so many different patterns already prior to that, excuse me. Yeah, it was kind of shocking how long it took me. So, I mean, Pokemon be like that sometimes. Maybe I got all my shiny luck this morning when I was playing. This is a pretty good spot though. There's no denying it. I feel like Picnic Reset is probably the best. Like, I feel better about running around because I can see clear, but let's be real, the Picnic is faster. Goodness gracious. Almost like an hour and a half into the stream and still grinding this Sobble. Let's see. Okay, I don't see it. You dropped your onion ring on the floor. Oh no, 5-second rule. If it's on the ground for less than 5 seconds, it's still good. You can eat that. That's my life advice. Honestly, we are from dirt. Eat that. Eat it off the ground. Nah, don't actually eat it off the ground. I don't need to talk about what I would do in this scenario. I'm already hungry. We found it! We found it! We found it! There it is! Oh my gosh, finally. Look at that. 5 years later. Alright. Oh no! Not you. Not you. It's running away! It's hightailing it! Come on. There it is. We found it. Nice. Finally got a Sobble. So I'm gonna go for a false swipe here. Nice. Goes for a rain dance. Have you looked around lately, my friend? I'd say we're pretty covered on the rain. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah, Dark Forward. I'll put it to sleep. Oh wait, no. I don't want to put it to sleep. It's gonna die to bad dreams. Maybe I'll just... Wait, do I have anything else in my party? I mainly want to status it because it'll be a little bit easier for a catch. I just realized I don't have anything with status. I guess I'll just try my luck. What should I try to catch this in? I don't know, it might just break out. Thank you for praying to the shiny gods, RNGesus. I almost want to try to use the lure ball here. I'm gonna try it. Please catch it, please catch it, please catch it. Oh, I got it in the lure ball! Yo, that's so sick! That was a risky call. It was the only one I had. And I maybe would have soft reset if I lost too many, but yes! Alright, let's see. Yo, that's awesome. Okay, it doesn't have any marks, but that's pretty sick. Shiny Sobble, ladies and gentlemen. Finally got one. Alright, let me save. Alright, how much time do I have left? Nice. Yeah, I still got like 9 minutes. For a second, I almost thought that was another one. I was like, no way. Yeah, I guess soft resetting. I mean, we got it with the soft reset, so. Whoa, what the heck? Wow, the frame rate there was pretty bad. I almost thought my game was gonna crash. Whoa, what the heck? Whoa. Between the rain and the water, this game cannot handle this right now. Alright, I guess we'll finish up the sandwich here. I'm gonna switch up to a different hunt after this sandwich. But we'll definitely finish up the water sandwich to see if I can get a second one. I'd have to be very lucky with my luck so far today to find a second. But yeah, that stuck out. It was so obvious when I saw it. I'm pretty happy to get that, at least. Took a little bit of effort, but that's another... We'll wait until we get 3 overall to figure out which ones will evolve all the way to Inteleon, etc. But yeah, at least one of them is ready for the Living Dex. Whatever it ends up being in the end. I mean, that one might end up just staying Sobble. Yo, what's up before dawn? Give you a dream? What type of dream do you want? You want like a falling dream? Do you want like a dream that you thought was actually happening, and then you wake up and you're like, oh, thankfully I'm not actually at work naked. You know, stuff like that. What type of dream do you desire? I just want a plot of land to call my own. Also hit the, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button because we finally got Shiny Sobble. Yay! And thanks for the shiny luck. That's the main reason why we got it for sure. Why do starters have to just seem so much harder? Oh my! A second one! Hold on, let me bring out Amoonguss. Yo, no way. There's a second one right there. I can't believe I found that. Yo, look. Wow, I can't believe this sandwich. I actually found 2. Come on. Dang, that's crazy. Like, I spent like over an hour and now I found 2. Alright, so I'm gonna go for false swipe again. But I actually have a Amoonguss that I can use Spore. Alright, now you can set up Rain Dance. Hit that like button for the second Shiny Sobble. Wow. Alright, let me bring in Amoonguss. Nice. Come on, Sawdust. This is my VGC Amoonguss. Oh, wait, wait a second. Alright, good. Oh yeah, I'm a Regenerator. What am I thinking? I was like, wait, is there a chance I can activate effects for it? Alright, it's asleep, so... I'm gonna catch this one in a Dream Ball, because Before Dawn said they need a dream. Yo, what's up, Nate? Great to see you, bro. Welcome to the stream, I hope you're doing well also. I'm about to catch this Shiny Sobble, hopefully in a Dream Ball. I'm going for it. Another unique one. Yo, we got it in the Dream Ball too. That's so clutch. 2 shiny Sobbles. Wow. I'm ecstatic. This is great. Let's check. Let's see if this one has a mark. It's a Jolly. Doesn't have a mark, but I'm happy to get a second one. Let's throw this in our box. Where's the other one at? Right here. So we have 2 so far, and they're both in unique Pokeballs. That's pretty sick. Alright. How much time do I got left? 4:20. Wow. Perfect. Perfect timing. Wow, I can't believe that. That's Pokemon for you. That's the nature of RNG. We sit here for over an hour straight, no luck, and then within like 10 minutes we get 2. I'm gonna finish up my sandwich here, but we're gonna switch up the hunt after this sandwich to something different. I could always come back to getting my 3rd for the Living Dex here, or, like I said, Pokemon Go Community Days eventually. But this Pokemon technically, it might be a while before they release this in Go. It might come out this year, but they kind of just like skip Galar. It feels like they've been focusing more on like Hisui and Scarlet Violet. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is a pretty good spot for Sobble. If this is a hunt you'd like to do, I totally recommend doing the same method I'm doing with the picnic resets by this tree. Like, I've run around too, as you've seen occasionally, and I just feel like you get so many more spawns faster by just picnic resetting here. The closer you can get to the edge, the better. Because it like helps force spawn all of them in front of you. Okay. Wow, I still can't believe how fast we found that second one. It makes it worth it though, because, I mean, if you think about the average of it, it kind of makes sense. Like 1.5 hours for a shiny Sobble, and I got 2. That's actually pretty good. Like, ideally you'd want to get it in one sandwich, right? But I feel like on an average it's still like pretty consistently good. Alright, let me get another picnic going. Yeah, they really do stick out though. More than you'd think. It's really just the angle sometimes is a little tricky. Yeah, if I do end up getting a 3rd one, then I'll know which one I'll evolve all the way, but I'm not going to evolve any of them if I don't get the 3rd one just yet. Ideally, I would want to evolve the one that has the lowest attack IV into Inteleon. I mean, there's always a chance to catch one that has no good attack in the wild. I mean, it's happened to me with shinies before. Like, I caught a shiny Larvesta that had no good attack, which is really good for... Oh no, it wasn't even no good, it was decent. But when I did the stat calculator, it turned out that it actually had 1 attack IV, which is still pretty much exactly the same as having 0 attack IV. So I pretty much put it... I didn't build it yet for VGC, but I put it aside because I'm like, oh, this would be the perfect competitive shiny Volcarona if I wanted to build that. Things like that, like, I'll like keep in mind. But yeah, this is a special attacker if you were going to run it in singles or VGC. If you're not a battler, this type of stuff I'm talking about doesn't actually apply to you or matter. But yeah, I'm just like that type of person that if I'm going to evolve a shiny, I want to make sure it's like the most optimal. And if it's not even optimal, then it's like just something I won't ever use competitively. It'll be like just purely meant for my Living Dex. Yeah, I got 2 so far, Caden. 2 shiny Sobbles. I'm just finishing up my sandwich here, this is my last reset. So I did find 2 on the last sandwich. I got very lucky. But I'm actually gonna move on to a different hunt for now, instead of going for the 3rd. I feel like that was a pretty good haul. Alright, no shinies there. So I'll just show them again real quick. Whoa, what the? What? The game is struggling right now. Do I believe in the 4-leaf clover? I think it's definitely lucky to find one of those for sure. I'll show you the shinies I got. I got this one in a lure ball, and I caught another one in a dream ball. So I got very lucky. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from Sobble for now. But yeah, I one time I actually found a 4-leaf clover when I was really young, and I was visiting Orlando, Florida. But I mean, anything you find lucky can like have some meaning to it, right? It's all a placebo effect, probably to a degree. It's like the type of energy you're trying to channel out there. I don't know though. Luck is luck. There's a cottony outbreak there. That one could be kind of cool to do. Seal is kind of hard to tell. That might be a nightmare being in the water. Scrafty I don't need. Vibron I don't need. Chansey I don't need either, actually. Really. Slugma I could do. I think it's between Slugma. Yeah, I remember looking at that. There's like nothing over there, really. Slugma or Cottony? I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, chat. I'm gonna type in the chat what you think I should shiny hunt next. I think I'm gonna do an outbreak. So I have Cottony and Slugma. I'll type in the chat, you pick. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put up my be right back screen just for a moment while I use the restroom and grab more coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's stream. If you definitely hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. And yeah, let me just put my be right back screen just for a moment. And you can write in the chat which one do you think I should hunt. Today I'm going to use Volt Switch, Shadow, Alolan Graveler, and the Electric Cup. Let's just jump into the battles. Alrighty here. So, I wanted to make a video on this other team I was experimenting with and the Electric Cup that I felt was actually kind of nice. Basically, we're using a Hisuian Electrode lead. We are still running Galvantula, but more as a closer on the team. And if we, by chance, get a bad lead, the idea is we're going to try to use our Alolan Shadow Graveler here as a safe swap. And we are running Volt Switch to try to focus more about getting energy for charge moves. So in this match, made some pretty great calls here on this Shadow Magnezone match. Really scary, but we did preserve our shield a bit, but we end up going down to the Wild Charge. But I felt like at this point, I was okay taking the Wild Charge on Galvantula. Unfortunately, they only had a mirror shot there, so we could just farm down Hisuian Electrode, gain a little bit of extra energy, try to get double Wild Charge off on this Galvantula, which is frightening. But they don't shield, so we end up just switching in our our Alolan Graveler because we wanted to get the defense drops off our Electrode, and we are going to go straight Stone Edge here. I decided to just throw the Rock Blast to get some chip damage off because this will guarantee that it will be in range that if we get to the Wild Charge, we should be able to remove this Lantern. And pretty much at this point, we have enough HP that we should be fine at taking one of these surfs and getting to the Wild Charge, and that will be the game. So that will be our very first match here of the video. Alright, so I had a lot of fun playing this team. And yeah, so pretty much since we get a bad lead here, I'm going to insta swap to Graveler on the Galvantula. They will bring in their Lantern. And the thing that's kind of nice about this matchup as opposed to running Rock Throw, if we do get a scenario where we get a Lantern switch in, we actually have some relatively decent play. So I'm going to go Stone Edges because that's the way I like to play this Alolan Graveler. I really don't like baiting too much unless I'm confident they are going to shield. And as you saw, they actually do commit both shields. And now I'm going to actually just throw a Rock Blast. So the thing that interesting about this matchup is the Volt Switch damage just racks up so much. If they don't shield a Stone Edge, you could typically just shield Graveler and remove Lantern on the safe swap. So that's one of the main reasons why I enjoyed using this Pokemon, and I think Galvantula is one of the better Pokemon to try to close out with in the Electric Cup, depending. I mean, even, I am running Energy Ball in mine, I'm not running Cross Poison Lunge, which is very common and does help break the mirror match, especially if you don't know that they're running Cross Poison. But I think Energy Ball has been extremely clutch on Galvantula in this format, so I'm gonna just kind of stick with running it. And at this point, we're in a pretty decent scenario. We have our Electrode versus our Electrode, we have one shield, and we get a defense drop, so that just guarantees that we're going to flip this match safely. So they end up quitting the match, which I understand. So one of the reasons why I wanted to run this team was I kept seeing Lantern leads non-stop, and I just figured, why not make a team? I don't know, I'm not someone that necessarily believes in the algorithm, but I do feel like you do have to try to make adjustments occasionally. And I do tend to fear making changes because I get so comfortable running a certain team, but I do feel that this team took us a little bit of time to get used to, especially because this format can punish you hard for not counting properly or over tapping, especially using a Pokemon that has a Volt Switch. That can be game changing in some scenarios if you over tap. But yeah, in this scenario we're looking pretty good because we do end up getting a defense drop, which scares that Lantern, so they switch out just to get a little bit of energy on their Galvantula, and that gives me free reign to bring in a hard counter, which I do bring in Graveler, and since I do connect the Rock Blast, there's really no need to commit a shield, even if it's lunge. I mean, excuse me, even if it's Energy Ball, it's fine if they remove me, but it was just lunge, so yeah, having a Lantern versus Electrode, pretty solid for us in the back. So any type of Rock Throw variant of a Pokemon, Graveler, Alolan Golem, Alolan Geodude, any of these Alolan Geodude forms, excuse me. The way I like to play these matchups typically is I like to go for build up to the Energy Ball, throw a Wild Charge, and then switch into Graveler and go straight Stone Edge. A lot of times they don't shield, and then I just remove Graveler or Golem on the when I switch in the Graveler, because sometimes they're not paying attention 100% to see that I am Volt Switch. But if they do switch in the Lantern like they did here, I know this looks crazy, I committed both shields early on, but I felt confident that we could probably snag both shields on the Golem with a Rock Blast, assuming they wanted to try to use this to help deal with the Electrode. I guess I was assuming they might have Lantern or something to back, but they end up having... Oh wait, no, excuse me, what am I saying? Of course they didn't have Lantern in back. But they do have Galvantula, which can be extremely dicey here. Not particularly our best situation, but we are also in an okay range to just hit the lunge. And we can't get one-shot by their Galvantula, fortunately. And we are able to get the lunge off. I actually decided to go straight for farm down because I knew they couldn't get another move off. And that allows me to go for Energy Ball. Pretty much that was my only real win con here, was I had to get an Energy Ball off. I mean, technically I could have just thrown Lunge. That was enough to probably remove the Golem, but better to be safe than... Alright, I'm back, sorry. Jennifer says Seal is easy to spot. Oh yeah, it is kind of like more like grayish, isn't it? Slugma? It's between Slugma and Cottony, and so far people said Slugma. I'm down to do Slugma. It's kind of a cool shiny. I think I have one Slugma shiny already, so I do need at least one more to complete the line. Let me head over to the cafeteria real quick, because what I'll do is I'll get the Academy Special while I'm knocking out the beginning of the outbreak. Froakie would be cool too, but I actually already have the Froakie shiny line. I Masuda Method a Greninja like back when he was in the raids, and then I have like a couple from Pokemon Go. I just finished out the line for Froakie and Frogadier. You just got a shiny seal, yo, congratulations. What's up, Michael? Alright. Thanks for your patience, by the way. If you're wondering what that video was that I was playing, it's an older video that I posted to my, I have a Pokemon Go Battle League channel. If you're interested in Pokemon Go PvP, I have a complete channel just dedicated to it. It's just called Sassifrass. Yeah, it's just kind of like a random video. I could probably replace it with something different. But yeah. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. So from here I need to... Oh, let me get to the entrance, excuse me. That way I can fly out into Kitakami. I like getting the Academy Special when I'm just running around and grinding resources and such, because it does actually... I mean, I've gotten lucky prior. Like, for example, yesterday when I was doing Drillbur, I was hunting Drillbur because there was a little outbreak. I got the Academy Special at the beginning of the outbreak as well, and I found a shiny with the Academy Special boost. So that was pretty sick. And I did end up getting both the Excadrill and Drillbur due to that. So it was a good grind, you know. Like Sobble and Litten, not necessarily the most fun hunts because it's just like picnic resetting, but they're very easy to see. I have one shiny Litten so far, 2 shiny Sobble. Most of the other starters already have the full line for. Like I have I have Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard shiny already. I have Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur shiny already. Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise shiny. Like I have all of these already. Pretty much anything that's been a community day in Pokemon Go, I have the full shiny line of currently. Like Emboar, Tepig. And like it's like I'm not against hunting any of them. Let me put Darkrai to the front. It's just that I'm going to prioritize what I don't actually have yet, and then I'll, you know, try to catch some with marks, etc. Catching special Pokeballs. Take care, Kimberly. I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for swinging by the live stream today. Always a pleasure. Enjoy your shiny Spidops as well. It's a pretty cool shiny. Right. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be knocking out the Slugma, and pretty much Slugma is kind of like, I remember it's kind of like white in a way. Like it's like lost all of its color. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like. Magcargo is a little bit different. It's kind of like purplish. So yeah, this one should also stick out, but it might blend in with the rocks. I was just thinking, like maybe it might blend in a little bit. Thank you. I do have the Mark Charm, which is kind of crazy. I haven't been getting any marks on any of the shinies. But I mean, I'm sure a lot of these Pokemon all around me have marks on them, but they're not shiny. Oh my gosh, I almost thought that Spoink was a Slugma. Sorry about that notification. I don't know why Creative Cloud has to be like that. Yeah, it's like Mercury kinda, yeah, like silver. Exactly. I think I have one in Home currently, but regardless, I know I need another shiny. One of these days, maybe I can do a stream just kind of like touching base what my current living dex is looking like. Like I'll try to organize it as much as I can prior to the stream, and I'll go through and show you all my shinies I actually have, like in correlation to like the entire national dex. Like I have a decent amount I mean, but I'm combining them all through like every game I've played. Has the ability to camouflage. That'd be crazy. It does have like, in this environment, I feel like they designed it to be like kind of sneaky. Because it's kind of like the same color as the rock formations around here. Okay. I could actually get a complete concrete number of what my shiny dex is at currently. There's a couple Pokemon that aren't, or ones I got from like Wonder Trade that I'm like not 100% sure the legitimacy of them, but I just kind of like put them in as filler. Like I think I have like an Ultra Beast or two that I put in there that I didn't particularly hunt or get. But yeah. The one to, like doing surprise trades on like the DS games is ridiculous. People be trading out like Event, Shiny Genesect, and Cherish Ball. Crazy stuff. There's a Mimikyu down there. Yeah, look at that. That stuff. The terrain is just moving. Did you see that morphing? Thank you for the shiny. Only Mark luck. Any luck is appreciated. Yeah, so right now I just have the Academy Special going, but I might turn on a Fire Sandwich here to give me a higher odds. Yeah, and it'll also kind of force spawn the area a bit more. Yep. I mean, there's already a lot of Slugma in this area. I think I might make a Fire Sandwich. I'll knock out a few more. Show them who's boss. Desire. Darkrai and I. Alright, let me head back in here. Any luck? Any luck at all? Because I mean, technically, everything gets a boost, not just the Slugma. That's the thing about the Academy Special. It's a slight boost, but it's pretty inexpensive if you're just gonna go grind and do stuff. Like, say you're gonna do some BBQs with your homies, just go get the Academy Special and like set it off and do your quests. And don't even think about the fact that you even have like any active power, because you'll just be like trying to do your quests and you'll just like come across random shinies. Alright, Michael, you take care, bud. Thanks for swinging by the stream. Hope you have a good day. Have a great evening. You did say Euro, so I suppose that means it's nighttime. Let's see. That's so cool though. Like, those are the best ones, the random shinies. That's great. That means you have some pretty good luck. We'll keep you around for your luck. Let's see. I mean, you definitely gave me some good shiny luck earlier. Oops. All right, I think I'm just gonna make the fire sandwich now. We're gonna turn it up a notch here. I was just kind of seeing if I'd get anything random shiny wise. All right. Let me save. All right, so I think basil is for fire. I think so, at least. So if I go to basil, then these things, and then that thing, and then a few of these things, and top it off with a little bit of that. What do we make with it? Well, kids, it's called a green bell pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, prosciutto, and basil sandwich. Actually, doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully these are the right ingredients. Take this little leaf, throw it on there, layer it, get it really thick in one spot only. Oh no, you lost one. That might compromise the flavor. Oh no. Please don't fail me. Please. No. Not you too. Thought we had an agreement. Alright, please. Please work. Nothing like a sandwich where you put all the greens on one side and then all the meat shoved to the other. That's what we like when we take a bite of our sandwich, is a wild card. Alright, let's go. Don't you lie. That's right, they all enjoyed it. Is this correct? Dang it. It's only item drop. Fire. But that actually doesn't really matter. Yeah. My herb. I'm just gonna hunt. Because it's the things I need. Like, I have my outbreak. It's whatevs. Counter power would have been sick, but I'll just keep despawning the outbreak. You just play Pokemon Scarlet for 500? Holy smokes. I probably have more than that, to be honest. That is a lot of hours. You feel like it was a missed opportunity to have sandwiches instead of Pokeballs. You like something. It's kind of funny like how much sandwiches are integrated into this game. You need Miraidon? Yeah, I don't have an extra Miraidon. I already traded away mine that I caught in the game for Miraidon. But there is actually a trade code. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but there should be a global trade code that if you go to that code, it's only trading Miraidons for Miraidons. So you should be able to find a trainer that you can trade your extra Miraidon with to get Miraidon. If you don't find someone on the internet that you can like trust or whatever. I'm trying to remember what the code was. I think it's just in the Pokedex numbers. Like in order, like whatever Miraidon and Miraidon's Pokedex numbers are, you just like put 0, then the 3 numbers, 0, then the 3 numbers. And that's like the trade code. I think that's what it is. Yeah, when I think because I dropped the basil leaf, it changes the sandwich a little bit. Like, it still maintains most of it, but yeah, that was kind of annoying that that actually happened to me. But it's whatever. It still kind of works for what I needed to do. Just like despawn. I need to be better at despawning these like Slugma. Oh, people just flex hack shinies. That's annoying. That's actually annoying. People literally just sit there and that's like how they spend their time. Wow. I guess I'm not surprised at all. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry that's your experience. Sounds good, Alfie. Have a good day, bud. Thanks for swinging by for a bit. Just like trying to keep a mindful eye because the Slugma shiny. Maybe I can just like soft reset here. I'm gonna try. Maybe it's faster this way. Will it be any shiny? There's still a couple things behind me. Dang. That's brutal, yeah. People, like, I feel like Pokemon trading is like almost dead with like strangers, because that is a majority of it is just like, they're not legitimate Pokemon. Like the GTS in the old games, there's like a bunch of codes that you can't even... Like there's a bunch of Pokemon you can't even trade for. Like, I don't even know how they get them up and the requirements are of Pokemon that don't exist. It's so interesting. Most of the GTS is just stuff like that. Doing a similar thing like flexing like hacked shiny Pokemon and all that. It's pretty crazy. GTS. It's not what we hoped. The GTS deserves better. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about. Yo, look. That would be insane if this was a shiny Slugma. If only. Maybe I should just like picnic down here. I don't know. Slugma. Definitely can make a joke out of that. You can pressuring? Wait, what do you mean? Where could the shiny be? It's gonna run up and go by. Oh, holy. Wait, what? It's just him. Bro. That is an amazing tip. Look at this. I can actually see. Creative Cloud, calm down, yo. Like, I never click on that. Why does that pop up so much? Like, why? How do I turn that off? It's like messing up my vibe. Anyways. Yeah, this is sick. This looks so much better. Wow. You just click on the right Joy-Con. Wow, this is, I can't believe we can actually do this. I feel like I can see things a little bit better. Pretty crazy. Yeah, if I didn't mess up the sandwich, it would have been an encounter one, so there would have been more Slugma all around, but the outbreak's still here. That's what matters, right? And knock more out. Come on, Darkrai. Show no mercy. I'm not really sure. I'll just like run around like a maniac until something spawns. Just go traverse different terrain. Wow. The fact that I can zoom out like this is huge. Oh wait, I knocked out the whole outbreak. Whoops. I got a little violent there. I'm gonna make the right sandwich anyways, because I dropped basil and I messed it up. I got violent and I wiped out the rest of the Slugma outbreak. Welcome back, Michael. I'm soft for setting to make the basil sandwich proper. That way I can get forced encounter spawns as well. That way, like, there's a chance of me getting the Slugma from not just the outbreak. Okay. We made the sandwich again. It's raining. Alright, let me go down to green, red, yellow, pepper, prosciutto, double basil, and that thing. Right. Let's get this sandwich made. Hopefully I don't drop any of the basil this time. I don't know how I messed that up so bad, but things happen. This is a skill curve right here. This takes much practice. One would actually put the prosciutto down first to make the basil essentially the easiest part. These little Mickey Mouse hands. Oh boy, we're gonna eat our basil and prosciutto sandwich. Wait, oh my gosh. No! Well, last time I dropped 2, so maybe 1 is enough to not affect it. That thing just rolled off. It like there's a gust of wind there, I swear. Please be encounter 3. Not item drop. Alright. Moment of truth. Maybe this is not the right recipe. But I should just not knock out the outbreak regardless here. They deserve a chance to be shiny. Just like all the other outbreaks before it. I mean... Sag. Maybe let's just pull up the guide. Maybe I'm using the wrong ingredient. I have a feeling I need to use more red peppers now that I'm thinking about it. I think that's the problem. I'm using the wrong sandwich recipe. Because I'm thinking that I've made a spicy one before for fire. Like, I think basil and salty works, but I think it's a little bit different for the bigger ingredients. Imagine we get the Houndour. It's like, why? I do have to pay attention. I mean, Stalagmite could blend in. It's 3 red pepper, 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, and then the yellow. It's pretty much like the yellow, and then the green, and then the prosciutto. Maybe. Or maybe it's not, I don't know. Yeah, I was using the wrong ingredients for sure. Maybe I'll just soft reset again, so I can get the encounter. Would make this a little better, because then Geodudes and Spoink and Chingling would disappear. This would pretty much just be a mountainside full of Stalagma, I imagine. And Houndour. 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 That might be worth it. Guess I'm just trying my luck doing these little drive-bys. So it's just 3 red pepper, 1 cucumber, 1 pickle, then 2 herba mystica. That's all I gotta use. Those are all the ingredients. Here, I'll soft reset. Just make sure there's no shinies around here. But yeah, if you hit the middle, if you hit the R Joy-Con, you can zoom out. Thanks for that tip, yo, that was sick. That's gonna change shiny hunting in this game. Shout out that it's just Tim. Kinda crazy. Right. I do have like a list also somewhere. Alright, sick, I'll do those. Sounds good to me. Let's give this sandwich a whirl. Game of making sandwiches. Can I make it right? The real pressure's on. This is like too close to reality. Alright, so... it could be any. Alright, let's see how this works out. Got the red. Got the pickle. Just toss it on there. Oh no. Not this again. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. No! How does this happen to me? I'm trying to get shiny rolls. Good luck, I hope you get it. Why can I keep these ingredients on? Hopefully it just works. Usually if you drop one, it doesn't affect it, but... No! Is it because of the Herba Mystica I'm using? Do I have to use Salty? Yeah. It's the same. It's exactly the same. Well, maybe we should pull up this sandwich card I have. Could it be just because I dropped an ingredient? I feel like it's the combination of herba I'm using. Because I'm using sweet and sour, I think. Here, let me, I might say again. Sandwich, yo. Where are you? Yeah, it would just be better. I mean, there's too many other random spawns. Did you use the same Herba Mystica? Maybe it's just because I... Oh. That makes sense. Okay. No, it's all good. I'll just redo it because... Just in the small... That was just like kind of funny. In the one... Like... If clause or whatever. I just happened to pick it. You'd think that I would put spicy on there, you know? Makes too much sense, in fact. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It has to be the combination of the herba. Here's the official sandwich we can live by. Yeah, it seems solid. Alright, so we're gonna put a spicy and bitter. And I think it should work now. Wow. calm down there, throwing that pickle, I mean that cucumber on there. This could derail everything I've worked for. Gotta be careful while we stack these. The hardest thing in a Pokemon game to date. Giving good customer service. Just stay there. Just find a little crevice and stay in there. What? How did that happen? That's not real physics. That's... Why can't my sandwiches just be... Hopefully it's still okay. If it's not okay, I'm just gonna be like, man, this is just... How? How is this? Is it because the ingredients fell? I'm like tripping out right now. I'm being honest, I'm like, whew. It's like my college days. What is going on? None of these sandwiches are right. But I've also like not made them correct either. So I'm just in a perpetual like confusion. Here, I'm gonna bring up the one sandwich guide I use from Papa Hefe. And just gaze at it. See what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, here. I have an idea for this. Look. Watch this. I was trying to make a fire sandwich, but the either I'm dropping the ingredients or the combination of the herba I'm using are changing the recipe. Here's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use onion, 2, 1, yeah. And now we're gonna use bitter and sweet. Whoa, what just happened? Hopefully this works. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna rethink. No, I'm not gonna rethink anything. I'm just gonna... Oh my, look at all these. If I couldn't do it before, how am I gonna do it now? Look at that lacing. So every bite is a nice crunch. Why are they like all slippy? Nice. No! Alright, cool. Right in the middle here. Yeah, look at that. Slide around. Find your place. Am I just... Alright, let's see. I lost the prosciutto in the process, but will it matter? Look at it. It's pretty solid. I think I'd get like a $20 tip for that in a real restaurant. Wow. The color coordination's amazing. Finally. Alright, we got it. Finally got what I was looking for. Yay. Oh wait, Litwick spawn? Get out of here. Nice. Let's run around a bit. I wonder if at night it's actually easier to spot, since everything's kind of like darker. Oh yeah, I can zoom out. Yeah, this is actually pretty nice, being able to zoom out like this. Definitely makes shiny hunting better. Because I could kind of just like run around for Slugma. I don't really need to just stay in that outbreak now. Let's see. Slugma. Oh my gosh, I almost thought that was shiny for a second, but it's just a dust skull. Okay. Oh my, I didn't even see this here. I was like looking at a different encounter on the screen. Yeah, my way, dog. Yeah, so this is a lot better, having encounter power. There's certain recipes you can make, if you were wondering what I did, there's certain recipes you can make that can use any combo of herba and still get you the desired effects. It just is a lot more ingredients. Let's see. Select one. Oops. Goodness gracious. Thank you for the 7% more luck. Really hoping we snag this one. We've done a couple resets already. Sounds good, Joseph. Thanks so much for hanging out for a bit, and I appreciate all of the feedback. Good to see you. I know how that is, bro. For real. Alright. You like the pickle cucumber method? Yeah, it seems really solid. But I think because I'm not using certain Herba Mystica, it messes up the third encounter. That's the main reason why I switched over to this, because it's definitely better if I'm using certain herba. But I was trying to get rid of the stuff I had more of. Try Mech away. Take care as well, bud. accidentally veer off course. Here we go. Encounter power. Just so we can force spawn fire types outside the outbreak. It spawns in Slugma a bit more often, which gives us another shiny rule. Like, I can run up the side of the mountain here and there'll be a decent amount of Slugma that come in. And then I can just kind of like come back down. Check the outbreak again. So far no shiny slug, but at least we got somewhat of a good situation going on here. The Litwick keep catching me off guard. I keep thinking they're like they stick out in comparison to Slugma, and I keep thinking, oh, that's a shiny Slugma. But it's just a Litwick. They are, but I think, don't you need like a certain, I don't know, what, maybe it's because I dropped the ingredients. It didn't work. It's possible that was the main reason it didn't work. It kept giving me item drop. But I was using like sweet and sour herba together. Kind of interesting. Flying is kind of cool in this game. I mean, it's like weird how it like kind of works, but in a way, it's kind of helpful too. Yeah. I think that's what was messing my recipe up, was the combos I was doing. Yeah. I think that's why I made the mistake on even on the second time. Where is it? Yeah. So yeah, it makes sense why it didn't work. Because I was definitely using one or the other. I have an interesting way to try to hunt. It's kind of cool, I can just float forever. Again, the Litwicks catch me off guard. I guess there could be a shiny Litwick. It's regular. I don't really want to find a shiny Litwick. I might not even pay attention to them, so I don't accidentally be like, oh, I found one. No luck just yet. But yeah, see, it's like kind of nice just running up here, spawning some in, then heading back down. Get a decent amount of shine checks, just going through. Yeah, I'm in the outbreak, but they kind of just force spawn in this area, aside like the Litwick and Houndour. This is the excuse me. Those are the last group that I have in the outbreak, so I'm trying to keep them alive. It would be kind of crazy to get a shiny static. Like a Terra. That'd be crazy. But I think you have the day skip for that. Okay. Nothing just yet. Yeah. So the one with like the more extensive ingredient list, you can mix any type of herba and it will give you the boost, but it just requires more ingredients, which can be a little tricky. Just a bunch. Just a bunch of slug. Every time I see that graveler, I'm like, is that it? They intentionally put that there for that reason, I bet. Come on. Come on, shiny Selegmel. It's kind of cool using flying to despawn them. Let me head back. Nothing. Who doesn't? Excuse me. Trying to keep my eyes on these slug. No. Try not to pay too much to Houndour. I'm gonna go up the mountain. Dang Litwicks. I'm head back down the mountain. Sometimes they do spawn behind. Maybe I can just kind of loop around here. Oh. Shit. Was that a Litwick? I feel like I couldn't tell. Yo, what's up, Ada? Great to see you. Yeah, right now I'm trying to hunt some Slugma. You're making pizza for dinner? Nice. Sounds yum. I'm just kind of like in a trance. After all those sandwiches. This feels like an alright way to do this. How much time do I got? Like 11 minutes. Interesting. Okay. Some Litwick. Oh yeah, pretty much just trying to figure out what the best way to like despawn these, come back around with. Dang, these shinies are just hiding today. Hmm. Come on. Oh my gosh. Was that it? Oh my gosh, I think I saw it. And it despawned. It could have been the Graveler, but I don't know. Dang it. Oh wait, it could have been coughing also, to be fair. Oh, there it is! Oh my gosh, finally. Sweet. That was actually kind of funny how that played out. Nice. Alright, I got flame body, that's fine. Whew. Where should I catch this in? I'm gonna try to catch it in a beast ball. Please stay. Oh, it broke out. I end up getting 2 Sobble. Dang it. Maybe I should switch into a Moongus here and put it to sleep. I mean, I'm at the end of the sandwich, pretty much. I could, like, soft reset to get the ball back if I really need to. It's really whatever, though. Okay. I'm gonna try putting it to sleep. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna try the beast ball one more time. Just because it's such a unique ball to catch it in. I'm hoping with the sleep status it'll just catch it. Yes! Got it. Critical catch. That means I got it. Alright, cool. We got our Slugma. I'm happy I finally caught this. Ooh. I was in a daze there for a second. I didn't know where I was anymore. Something about this Slugma hunt. Nice. Let's see if it has a mark. What do you know? It has a sleepy time mark. The irony. That's a sleepy time mark, and I was just saying how I was like zoning out. Wow. What a coincidence. So we still got like 6 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that was from the outbreak too, so solid. I don't really need a second one. Pretty sure I have one in home, like a Slugma from Pokemon Go or something. Maybe I'll head back to the Litten spot just to finish up this sandwich. Where's it at? Isn't it this thing? Where do I fly to? Yeah, thank you for the luck, Polar Bear, for sure. So yeah, today I got 2 Sobble shinies, and I just got that shiny Slugma. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Definitely getting a little tired. I might end it after this sandwich for the day. But definitely hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. It does help my content out a lot, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, I just appreciate people hanging out, giving me shiny luck, and all that. But yeah, I think Litten is over here. Yeah. I got one yesterday, but I still need 2 more. So I'm just coming over here to finish up my sandwich and see if I get lucky. I don't remember where I'm supposed to be honest. Is it like right here? I forgot the look. Understandable, polar bear. Totally understand. I don't really have like a set schedule either. So it's all over the place when I go live. I do appreciate the luck during today's stream though. Alright. How much time I got left? Like 4 minutes. Who knows? Maybe I'll get extremely lucky. Nothing. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, after this sandwich, I'm gonna end my stream for the day. I don't see any lit in shiny just yet. Yeah, you can take all your luck back. Use it for yourself. Thanks for sharing. It seems, is it only $30 in total? That sounds like a good deal. I keep forgetting you don't play on the computer. Just finishing up this sandwich. 1:30 left. Yeah, 2 Sobble, 1 Slugma today. Pretty good haul. All caught in unique Pokeballs as well. Like the acorn ones. Probably can get in like 2 or 3 more picnic resets. I'm sorry that your grandma passed away. Rest in peace to her. He used to play on PC, but his crappy laptop. Oh yeah. I remember those days. That was a while ago. You should totally get it for PC. It's probably better. You have more control over everything. Alright. We're almost done here, chat. This is the final reset. Alright, so I don't see any shiny lit in here. But we had a pretty good haul for today's stream. Definitely happy with what we got. Here, we'll go over it real quick. Caught a shiny Sobble in a Lure Ball. Another shiny Sobble in a Dream Ball. And then I caught a shiny Slugma in a Beast Ball. So thanks for tuning into today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. The Sass Squad is getting stronger each and every day. You have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're tuning in. And I will catch you in the next one. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please, on your way out, hit that like button. So take care. Peace.